What's the deal with driving? It used to be something that I partially enjoyed. Uh, Now you gotta watch your back and fear for your life at every second and every turn. Um, People are just insane on the road, and it seems like it's like that in every state now. Um, and the way they drive, it's like a video game, weaving in between cars, getting inches on your bumper, uh, flashing brights, honking horns, yelling and screaming at you. And I probably have at least 3 or 4 road rage incidents per day on my way to work, and I only have to drive 35 minutes. And it's just insane to me that that's the new norm, and nothing seems like it will change. Nothing will change about that. There's no laws or rules or regulations being discussed or talked about, um, as far as I can tell, in any state about improving driving safety. Um, in my opinion, I don't think any car should be able to go 80 miles per hour. I mean, I don't know if anybody understands this, but the faster you go, the more traffic it creates upstream from where you are. When you go 80 miles per hour, you catch up to the cars in front of you eventually. It creates a big group, and then that group creates traffic because it's like a wave of braking. So you have to slow down, and then the car that was behind you that you passed now has to slow down, and it just it just keeps going back and back and back. And when you speed, the most you're gonna get is maybe 2-3 minutes faster, but usually not even that, because I've seen plenty of people that speed around me, and then when I get off the highway and I go to the next red light, they're right there. So all they did was race me to the light that we both have to wait at. Risked my life and theirs and others for no reason other than just to be selfish and say, me, I want to get there first. It's all about me. Newsflash, nobody wants to drive. Everybody wants to get where they want to go as fast as they can. But since there's other people around, you have to be careful and mindful of others. And nobody gives a shit anymore. And I blame that on the internet. Everybody thinks they're important now. Everybody thinks that they matter, and that anything they want or need is more important than anyone else. And when I was driving, when the internet was newer, I honestly don't remember it being as bad as it is now. There definitely was still like aggressive driving, but it was not to this level. And like I said, I don't see the government going to approve anything, and there's a lot of other issues related to that. Another issue is unregistered cars, uninsured motorists. That seems to be on the rise. And the police don't really stop cars anymore. I don't know if anyone's noticed that, but I don't ever see any police ever anymore. Like, if you do, they're just sitting there. I never see anybody getting pulled over. I used to see it all the time. Now I don't see it. And I think it's because of that Police Accountability Act that a lot of states enacted after the George Floyd massacre, I'll call it, because I've seen the video and I don't see any reason why you need to kneel on somebody's neck like that. And I don't care if anybody is offended by that. That's just the truth if you watch the video. Yeah, he might have been a criminal or been doing something wrong, but he's still a human being. And he was repeatedly saying he couldn't breathe, and they still did what they did. And the police accountability rule is really just what it says, is to hold the police accountable for their actions. A lot of states if not all, have qualified immunity for them. So if they kill somebody, it's, oh, well, they're cops, they can get away with it. And also the investigation is usually done by their own police factions. You know, it could be a neighboring faction, state police, the county, I don't know. But they always seem to get away with murder, and it's not good. So the reason they made that law is for that. And I remember everybody talking about, oh, there's going to be less policing and blah, blah, blah. And then now look at it, there is. There's literally, like, I would say at least 75% less police activity in my experience. And that's kind of frightening to me. And now you got all these uninsured motorists driving around who get into accidents and leave the scene. And you got people driving insane, not giving a shit because there's no one to pull them over. And I've been involved with a lot of road rage incidents where it was like, basically they were gonna kick my ass for no reason, and I would call the police, and you know, they would go through the motions, and then that's basically it. They wouldn't follow up with it. So basically, even if you have a video and call the police and show it to them, they don't really give a shit unless they're there when it's happening. So, and especially now with AI, you could just fucking fake it. So there's just nothing you can do. You just have to deal with it, and that sucks. And another thing is the people who have these lifted trucks with no exhaust, with no mufflers on them. I don't understand that, okay? I get that you want to have a big ass truck, but what the fuck is the point? It makes the gas mileage like 1 mile per gallon. It's dangerous because you can't see below the truck because it's so high. And the exhaust thing, it's so fucking loud that I have them going up my street all the time where I live. And all you can hear is that when they're going by, it shakes the fucking house. I'm not even like over exaggerating. Shakes the house, hurts your ears inside. And I'm pretty far set back from the road. And nothing happens. I've talked to the police about that too. And I don't care if I sound like I'm being a bitch, call the police, whatever. It's bothering me, and it shouldn't happen. And nothing, I've tried many, many times. They tell me, get a video. I get a video, they just ignore me. They don't do anything. And yeah, it's been years of that. No fucking help at all from the cops with that, which is ridiculous because you can hear them from 50 miles away, so it's pretty easy to find where they are. And they have patterns of, because they go to work and they go blah 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 every day, so it's like the same 5 or 6 trucks in my situation. And it should be illegal, and they should just pull them over and impound the vehicle and arrest them if that is the case, because there's no reason to make that much noise other than that you're a fucking asshole and you just want to do it because you don't like anybody and you think it sounds cool. Well, newsflash, it don't sound cool, and you're a fucking douchebag. And also the lifted truck thing, that's like a small penis mobile. What are you compensating for? I don't understand it. I really don't. There's literally no reason to do that unless you're going to be driving like deep in the woods or up on a rocky mountain, not for driving to work or whatever. Most people have trucks and they don't even actually use it as a truck. They just use it because it's a status symbol for them and they can't even afford it, so they have to lease it or finance it, paying fucking $2,000 a month for that piece of shit. It's just ridiculous. So basically, driving is just fucking ridiculous now. I wish nobody had to do it. You could just take a train or whatever, but it's impossible. The United States is lobbied by vehicle manufacturers and gasoline providers, so and we don't have the infrastructure. It would have to be invested, which will never happen because nothing ever changes in this country, United States. And yeah, just wanted to say that. And also, on a side note, these self-driving cars are fucking total bullshit. I don't know if you guys have seen the Waymo cars. They've been passing buses on the other side of the road that have the flashing red with kids crossing the street. They drive into an active crime scene or active fire scene where they're trying to put a fire out. They get stuck where one is turning left and one is turning right or whatever, and coming at each other, and they don't know what to do, so they just sit in the middle of an intersection. And there's plenty of other things that has happened, and I don't think that those should be legal until it's 100% vetted. It shouldn't even be a thing. And they're never going to be. There's so many variables. The sun, all the different roads, different lines painted, different widths, different. Everything is different in every road. And the only way to effectively drive is with a human being. Excuse me. Because we're able to see and react to our surroundings better than a computer. And that is just always going to be the case. And AI is not as good as people think it is. I know that firsthand because I've asked questions about things, and it just, like 50% of the time it gets it wrong, or it tries to convince you that you're wrong, or it just says, yeah, you're right, and you're not right, and you know you're not right, kind of thing. So I just don't get it. AI needs to stop. That's going to be a separate video, but yeah, driving sucks, and nobody should have to do it anymore, or we should have big changes to regulations or laws or more police activity, which won't happen. So continue driving with these fucking assholes and stay safe out there, because there's nothing that anybody will do, and the only thing that you can do is protect yourself and be aware of your surroundings and drive reasonable speeds, keep reasonable space, and just watch out. Thanks.